Let's focus on Intellect Design for a bit. Arun Jain, Chairman and Managing Director at the company, is now with us. Sir, revenue has seen a steady growth. Which segments have been contributing to this? How have you seen increased traction in high-value markets, especially the likes of US and UK, or Europe rather?
Yes, I think that there are three things which I am saying. What we delivered as Intellect, what is the promise Intellect holds for the investor, and what is the caution we can take. So first point, if I cover up, which is the revenue growth, LTM of 29% steady growth in the margin, which is contributed by 90% growth in platform revenue growth. So our platform business, which we articulated in Technology Day on December meeting, is steadily growing at a 90% growth revenue number. Our license linked revenue has crossed $100 million. It stands at 770 crore. It's bigger than the company when we started in 7 years back. In 6 years, my license linked ARR, which is just a annual recurring revenue, is more than the total revenue. And license linked revenues crossed more than 1,000 crore, 1,100 crore to be precise, in last LTM. So all the three things are driver for higher profitability, higher promise. And promise is coming from US and Europe. Earlier, as a strategy, we went to Europe first. Now, this year, we are able to see the traction in US and Canada, and both the markets are growing, expected to grow more than 50% in this year. And around the 10 products, 6 platforms are promised with the leadership capital, where we are attrition is less than, is in single digit for the leadership team of 350 people. I think these are the matter which is contributing to our growth. The caution, I would say, we are reinvesting 3 to 4% margin into building platforms. So our margin bracket, which was 25 to 30% bracket, will be between 20% to 25% bracket. These are the three things I want to highlight.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Jain. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation. And let's talk about the recession concerns in the United States and also the geopolitical tension in the European region. Do you think that the traction in the order pipeline will sustain? And also, if I could add on to it, are you seeing any slowdown in orders? Also, how is the demand shaping up for you?
We can't predict so much about the impact of it. Last month, June, people are more worried about recession. August, when the July has come down in US, the recession has come down by 1%. So these are fluctuation items. So for a long-term investor, I don't think these are only short-term impact can happen. We had an impact during Brexit time. We had an impact during Trump winning the election time. So those events will happen. But a long-term investor in Intellect, he should look at the other pattern, that do we have a pipeline of a strategic deal, whether we are moving the client deals where their strategic account like RBI or strategic account like State Bank of India or similar account in the US like Zurich or other accounts which we are moving. So those are the indicator for investor to look at it, rather than small event of recession here and there. It will keep on coming and going. And as a product company, since license link revenues is cross 1,000 crore, these licenses are going to be purchased, whether good time or bad time, these are always there.
Can you talk about the margins? They have been on a downtrend since the past few quarters. Attrition is playing a spoil sport. Where do you see margins from here on?
Yeah, so I'm saying we are reinvesting 4 to 5% margin or 3 to 4% margin into my platform builder. So those margins will be in the 21 to 25% bracket. EBITDA margin will be 21 to 25% levels. So that's what I mentioned in my investor call, and we stay by there.
All right, Mr. Jain, we leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us on ET Now and on Markets at Noon to talk about the way ahead for Intellect Design.